shows up. We're live. Angela, how are
Yay!
you doing?
Amy, how long has it been since we actually did this live?
A long time because life is funny that way. But yeah, I know it's funny. It's funny how life has changed in the last year where this was a luxury I could afford, and would put a lot of time and effort and thought into. And now it's like Angela texted me last night. Oh, so are you going live? Are you doing a live or are you doing a broadcast tomorrow? And I was like, I guess that means third Sunday. Oh yeah, okay, sure. Let's do this. So, so
Well,
that's the
that's
plan.
good though. That's
It
good because
is
this is not your outlet anymore,
right.
which
Well,
is
and
good.
I would. Yeah, that's true. There's real life to be lived, which is great.
Mhm.
But also, I did not mind. I mean, if somebody ever thought it was kind of a bummer to be like stuck in a fairyland of like writing poetry and glitter and stuff, I'm like, I could do that. I
I
could
know.
spend my time that way and it'd be just fine. But anyway, we have vowed to keep it short today just because, there's various happenings in life, and it's
Hmm.
Sunday and we need our Sunday, and there's a cute boy in the house that I don't want to neglect.
Oh,
So
I
anyway,
see.
oh, you see. So
Well,
so
I could make a very off-color joke, and you know what? Hell, I'll just do it.
it's us.
I was gonna say we're keeping it short because there's all kind of flooding going on. I have flooding here in Hiodasu. Oh, never mind. Oh, you know what? Just anyways,
And
poetry, poetry.
poetry, that is part of poetry. And also Thanksgiving is coming. And I have my
That's
turkey
right.
mug. So are you gonna celebrate Thanksgiving in Brazil, or is it just like you're living on Brazilian time?
Well, we were planning to get the Americans together, the U.S. citizens that we know,
Yeah.
and go to Shahaska. It's called Bam Shahaska, and it's like this amazing feasty place. Cute guys bring you meat cooked over an open fire on swords. It's like
Hey.
all you can eat of this. So I like varieties of meat. So it's
Yeah.
very medieval, but with like tuxedos.
Hmm.
I can do that. But because we just had catastrophic flooding the second time in 3 weeks, a dam broke. First, it was rain, then it was the dam broke, probably because of rain. We are probably not doing that. We're probably just, but we're feeling very thankful right
Yeah.
now because everybody has that we know has come through fine as far as we know. So
I'm glad to hear that.
yeah,
That's just terrifying, That's just like the what are
yeah,
you gonna do when there's a wall of water? You're
it is. Yeah, it's we're watching one little video, like taken by a family member, and everybody was just walking down the street ahead of the floodwater because it was moving slow. It's moving fast
right,
for flooding, but not like a tsunami.
right.
But and they're just watching their houses like fill up with water, and there's nothing they can do. Everything they own is out on the corner now because and it's just like wow. So feeling very thankful. I think we said that before. I was like, not only do we have our lives and the lives of our family and the pets, but we even got to keep our stuff, which is like in the grand scheme of thing, you want your stuff or even like your pet. I'll take the pet.
Take the
Have
pet.
the stuff. Yeah. Wait, do
Exactly.
we mean computer? Computers like a pet.
We can rely on the computer very much. That's why I do everything in Google Docs now, because
Yeah.
I'm so like distrustful of I'm not going to say of technology. I'm going to say of my ability to conjure what I want from technology, that
Mhm.
generally if it's on Google Docs I can find it somewhere else.
Yeah,
So,
I went to Google Docs after I lost my second Mac because I was buying used Macs, or
mhm,
actually they were gifts. Like people would give me their old computers,
right.
and the second one died, taking all of my book manuscripts with it the second time.
What?
Yeah,
Oh
so
god.
I went to Google Docs after that. That
Yeah.
was about 8 years ago, and I've never looked back.
Good. Okay, good to know, because I think I started it about 3 years ago, and so it's good to know that it is for you. It stood the test of even more time. So
Yeah, yep, absolutely love Google. Google, we love you.
we do.
Catch the algorithms, boost us. We love you. We're only here because of Google because I saw my Google Calendar reminded me that it's third Sunday, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I better message Amy." I don't know. Are we doing that?
I know, because I was like, Angela, you're so organized. Thank you for remembering. You're like, no, it was Google. We're like, Google's
All
our
the credit.
brother. Thank you,
Yes.
Google, for being our mom.
Yep.
All right. Well, let's dive in. We vowed to keep it short.
Yeah, yeah,
I,
yeah.
yeah, we got Thanksgiving coming up. I have a podcast that I haven't recorded yet. I have recorded the song and I have written the podcast, but I'm not. I'm going to record it tonight. It'll come out. Usually they come out Wednesday, but I'm going to just like release it as soon as it's ready because it's about pie at Thanksgiving being a pie and food centric holiday, in my opinion. And so I'm going to read from Transfusion Poetica, which came out last year, the Pie Sonnet, which I turned into a song by just tweaking a few lines because I stole a melody from. Anyway, you'll listen. There's more to
You're
know.
so
And you'll
magical.
hear it on a podcast. Podcast in A minor. Thank you. Okay, Pie Sonnet. Hello, life, waiting in. What joys to share? Life gestures at a line of sidling pies. I hear them, now you say it, creeping near. The nutmeg is upon us, someone sighs. I hear them weeping for the naughty hands that hypnotized their custards long ago to regally and sweet and viscous stand to twine their crusts in braids for merry show. Their spices chase the gloom and leave us reeling. The lyre must play in celebration. The scent of pumpkin spools along the ceiling, pecans and amber chocolated ovation. Our cherished ghosts crowd in along the stove. Our hungry ghosts are sated, as with love. And included is a picture of the print of these pie slices I did, and I made a skirt out of them. I'm gonna have to remember that when I get dressed on Thursday. So wear my pie skirt.
Oh, that's awesome. I will repeat, you are magical. You are a magical person. And now I want pie, which kind of is like not great because I don't know if there's even I know there's pumpkins here.
Yeah, it's pumpkin pie time. I know I'm gonna make pie crust tonight, and then because I work now, and then on Tuesday and Wednesday put the pies together. So excited! I like pie. You can make pie. You want me to tutorial you? Have you made pie?
I have. I usually
For your
always just get the store-bought crust because I am that lazy chef. But
well, sometimes it's such a time saver,
yeah,
So yeah,
yeah. I
I
will probably not make pie. That's my confession. And now you're not my neighbor anymore, so I
I
can't expect
know.
charity pie to get delivered on my
Just
doorstep.
drop
No.
pie. I know. I was doing the podcast talking about pie, and I was looking at my Thanksgiving binder. Yes, and there was a cranberry pie recipe from a newspaper, and I was like, oh, I don't make that anymore because it was just me and my dad who would eat it. And I'm like, I can't make it and eat the whole thing myself. I mean, I can, but can I live with that? Yes, but will I? Okay, so anyway, a big long conversation to have with myself later about cranberry pie. So,
That's awesome.
oh my gosh,
I
what do you have for us?
I miss being your charity baked goods neighbor, but second, I'm gonna do a teeny tiny promotion kind of
Yes.
thing. I finished in Eugenie. Well, I actually finished writing the book. This is my first novel length work, so I'm super excited. But the whole point of this is that I am trying to David Bowie Okinawa. You know how David Bowie is credited with taking down the Berlin Wall?
Yes.
Because he raised so much awareness through the song Heroes. So this book is to raise awareness of what's going on in Okinawa right now, which is a lot that I won't get into here on the show because it's depressing and it's Thanksgiving and we're going to go talk about pie.
Yeah.
But I do talk about that on my blog and I do talk about it in the book. But anyways, here's the promotion part.
Yes.
So I am looking for advanced readers. Anybody who wants to review it, if you're just curious, I don't care. I will send you the advanced reader copy. The book will come out June 23rd to celebrate Okinawa Memorial Day. The story is about three Shimanshu girls, which is the indigenous people of Okinawa, not Okinawans. That's the name the Japanese gave it. It was the Rican Kingdom. It's being illegally held. And there's military bases on it, U.S. military bases that don't belong there. Anyways, and now they're getting dragged into the war, which they don't want to be part of. Like, who does? But so anyways, that's the whole point of this book is to draw awareness to that. And hopefully enough awareness and outcry can maybe happen that the Rican Kingdom can return to the Ricans. And they still have royalty. They still have their princess. I think she owns a restaurant downtown.
Oh.
Yeah, so like
Awesome.
I really want this to happen.
Yeah.
I'm only a third Shimanchu, so like I can't really claim, super But hey, I will go visit and get a house if I can move there. But anyways,
Huh.
not to digress. So if
Go.
anybody is interested in getting an arc of Inugenie, I'm going to share my screen.
Yeah.
Go to my Substack, which is just authortunities at substack.com. Or anyway, just AngelaEuricosmith.com. Actually goes to my Substack now. But if you go there and then you go to the latest Authortunities, this is probably going to be in every Authortunities for a while. Right here, you can sign up for the link. That's the cover.
Okay.
That's what the cover looks like.
Ooh.
That is a Shisa in the background. He's an angry Shisa because of what's been going on. But yeah, you click here and that takes you to the thing. You just put in your email because I have to know how to give it to you.
Right.
And you can leave a comment if you want. And then, yeah, that's it. And I will send you probably at the end of this month. I will send you or whoever. Sorry, this is me. Like, what tab am I on? I lost my tab.
Yeah.
Anyways, that is. I'll send you the book to, and you don't have to do a review. I'd love a review. I'd love blurbs. Just curiosity, because the whole point of this is the message. If I don't get my 99 cents or whatever out of selling it, I don't care. If you have any like blogs or any kind of promotion, I will talk to your grandma about this book. If your grandma wants to talk to me about it. So anybody, I will do anything to promote this book over the next year. Yeah. And then
count me
basically
in. I'm going to go sign up.
Awesome. See, I've got the most important person now.
I know, boy. When my blurb comes out, it's going to be game over. Just sit back.
You know what? Just forget about it, everybody. I don't need you anymore. I've got Amy.
All right. Oh no! Don't anybody think I'm serious, okay?
Yeah. No. Please go to the link.
I'm a humble soul. Grateful for whatever life brings. So
yeah, me too. Because it could be a flood. Like, I'm happy with what I've got now, because it could be something else.
Right? It could be. We've seen a lot. All right. So poetry for us.
I'm going to read out of Tortured Willows, which is the book that inspired me to write Inugenie, because I was all into discovering. Because this was about 4 authors got together to write about their Asian heritage. And then as I researched mine, I found out all this other stuff. And then that kind of prompted me to write Inugenie. So I'm going to go back and read something out of here. And the one that I'm going to read is, adjust glasses, Onorigami. And there's a little blurb at the beginning that talks about what is Onorigami, which I'm probably pronouncing wrong. So I apologize. My people, my third of my people.
Hey, yeah.
Onorigami is the belief of the Ryukin women, or of the Ryukin people, that the spiritual power is the domain of women. Other cultures may burn their witches and mediums, but in Okinawan society, women are celebrated to this day for their abilities to connect with the divine. Women with high spiritual power are called kamanchu, and many have specific jobs in society, Yuta and Noro, and there's a few others. The roles have changed over time, but they're still celebrated in Okinawa today. I'm actually in January going to go meet some Yuta in Sao Paulo.
Awesome.
So, very excited.
That's coming up.
Yeah, very fast. I know. I can't believe it's, that soon. But anyways, Onorigami. So that tells you what is Onorigami. She spoke with the dead, appeased them with offerings, sat in for the gods. She could tell fortunes, her tattooed hands, hajichi, talismans on skin, marks of pride magic. She negotiated with the angry yokai, Yura and Nuru, the Luchuan Kamanchu, working in tandem. Forbidden or not, they listened to the kami, not a government. Treasures of Yuku, those who bring life, bring balance, appease the demons. Onorigami, a vintage feminism. This world needs her back. Ta-da!
Very good stuff.
There's so many words in there that I'm struggling to pronounce.
Hey, well, I, for one, I'm not going to know whether you got it just right.
Exactly.
Or not,
yeah, I pronounced everything perfectly.
Right. I love that they were, seen as divine or connection to the divine and stuff. That's
really cool. Yeah, that's really, the whole meek Asian girl thing that is
Yes.
like, people talk about. That is not the Okinawan women. They were always equal. I've been doing a bunch of interviews on Okinawan, or Shimanchu, or there's like 12 different names for this people. But I was talking to some of them this week, and she said that the Japanese women thought that the Rican women were very rude and brash because they would make like dirty jokes and just be like, haha, whatever, and be rude and
Freedom.
like,
Yeah.
yeah. And I was like, God, that explains so much.
Your heart song, dirty jokes. No, that's
Yes, I won't go on because there's so many other things I could say right now, but
good.
poetry.
Yes. I meant to point out in the last one about the naughty hands. It's KNOTTY, not naughty. I always think I'm reading it out loud. I should always say, and I don't think I made that distinction on the podcast script yet. So I'm gonna have to. Well, anyway, naughty.
I actually thought I pictured that as naughty hands because they're reaching for the pie, like steal little
Yeah. Well,
crumbs. That's
so
what I did that as.
audibly, it works on two different levels. So
Yeah.
I'm cool with that because that is a thing. The hand being slapped away because it's not time. It's not time.
Yeah. Yep. You're picking those pecans off those pies. Naughty, naughty.
Oh yeah. All right. My next one is for your birthday. Now I wrote it before and I read it before for your birthday, but I know your birthday's coming up, right?
That is true. That is Tuesday, I think.
Tuesday, you think? Oh, I'm always very aware of when my birthday is. You're so restrained. Yeah, look at the calendar.
Because I've had like 55 now, so it's like, and this is happening again. It is Tuesday. That's
Tuesday. Well, happy birthday to Angela. I'm glad that you made another trip around. So I'm going to reread, as last year, the Huzzah to the Dark Poet to Angela Yoriko Smith on her birthday.
Oh, I don't have any tiaras or anything.
You do? Yeah, I know. Well. Here, the toll of an ominous bell, and in you step. Black cap familiar, always present and correct. Pockets filled with terrors, stuffed with generosities. How does a mind so kind summon these monstrosities? Your poetry pours and dances, winter's wake ignite, but with them comfort, friendship, ghosts by firelight. You spellbind with your lithe and practiced horror spinning. You spellbind with your all good-hearted warmth, life winning. The end to Angela. Hooray, you were born.
Too. I will just say that.
I'm glad you're among us. That is.
Thank you. Thank you. I forgot about that poem and I still love it. And thank you.
Good. Yeah. Sometimes, there's a lot of input in life. And when we can revisit, it's like, oh, yeah, that. And I feel that way about yours. Because I know you've repeated poems before. You've been like, I know I've read this before, but and then like I'll hear the second line. I'll be like, oh. And so it's kind of like, yes, more. Because yeah, we need to revisit these things.
Yeah, I never get tired of revisiting poems because they're friends. Exactly. They're old friends. And my perspective has usually changed. So
yeah. Yes, true. And it can hit you in a different way and mean something new. And I love it. Awesome. All right. What's next?
All right, poetry. We are like speeding through. This is the new lesson, by the way, guys. Efficient, succinct, deal with it.
That's us. We are machines. That's it.
All right, I'll read this one. My kami-sama. I won't go through the whole blurb, but basically, if you're Yuta, kami-sama is like your spirit voice or your God voice. Okay. I think it actually translates to God voice. So, and it's the voice that directs you. So, my kami-sama. I'm blind. Okay. She has always been whispering without a breath, telling me all things like names and numbers, when to run and where to go, and how to find peace, and $5 bills, how to make a sick dog well and soothe the spirits. When doing hanji, she tells me there are no rules. Each fix is unique, and what works for one may not work for the next one. I pay attention. Yuta is away I've been without knowing, no label needed. I burn the incense and no longer question why. We make a good team. Unto that.
Awesome. So you're getting guidance.
Yeah, it's, I feel like it's universal, whether you call it like kami-sama or the still small voice, or your
Mhm.
inner spirit, or your guardian angel, or whatever. It's the same thing. I think we tend to get, when we listen, we can get this extra guidance that just helps us so much. Like,
Yeah. Yes, and that is such a key. I was actually in that zone yesterday, and I have not, or I think I don't remember, 2 days ago. I remember not attending to that as I should, because life has
mm-hmm,
been really kind of a whirlwind, and it was just so necessary that day. And it's like, I have to do this more. Be quiet before the
mm-hmm,
voice, and
yeah,
just, and it was very calming. And so, like, what came to me was just, it's going to be all right. You have to remember to trust that it's going to be all right. And so,
yeah. It's not
and it,
always easy, but it will be all right.
that's right. That's right. One way or another.
Yeah,
So, awesome. Well, thank you for sharing that, Angela. I love it.
yeah.
That connects to
I
my,
just realized if anybody is talking to us on Instagram,
yeah,
we can't see it. So if you're
right.
talking to us, say, so now's your chance. This is not a prompt, but you can say all the amazing things now, and we're not going to know that you weren't talking to us this whole
Yeah.
time.
I don't think this connects. This doesn't connect to Instagram. So what I ended up doing right before we came in was I was like, I got to post something really quick. It's
Oh,
like, wait a minute, find us on YouTube, and the link is in the bio. But I was like, I got to find an image, and I had like filmed my fireplace like for 3 seconds, so it's looping that. And it's like, hey, just relax. I don't think I put relax, but that was implied by the hearth fire.
the
Just
fire.
relax, okay? Miss Amy said it's gonna be on Instagram at 2 o'clock, but here we find ourselves. So
Looking at this beautiful fire.
that's right. That's right. Be thankful. Now be thankful to our maker. All
Yeah.
right. Okay, in the spirit of Thanksgiving, I've got one more to read, also from Transfusion Poetica. Everything today is in Transfusion Poetica. It's called Automatic Gelatin Salad. You might find a gelatin salad on your Thanksgiving table, maybe. So, automatic, from my automatic writing phase, automatic gelatin salad. The grieving flapper arrived with her gelatin salad in a cloud of furs. The gelatin salad was Archie's favorite, but he was gone now, never to enjoy it more. What could she do now with all of those tins of anchovies but incorporate them into gelatin salads and drop them off at various funeral dinners, whether she knew the deceased or not? The end. That was the message from the cosmos that day about flappers and funerals and gelatin salads.
Oh
So,
my goodness.
I'm
That
at
is life goals now. That is a new life goal. So,
to arrive
as
with a gelatin salad in a cloud of furs. That's the one.
dressed as a flapper, and I'm just going to show up to people's random funerals and be,
With gelatin salads containing anchovies.
yeah,
Perfect.
yep. All right.
Woo!
We are like really moving through
I'm
here.
proud of us. Who
I
are we?
know. We're like reading. Oh my goodness. I forgot. I actually have a poem called In Eugenie. Oh,
Oh,
which you can't see
cool.
because it's so bright.
Now
I
it's
will
December.
read that one. It's my next one. In Eugenie, by the way, means like a dog's death war. It means like basically like, why would you kill a dog? There's no point.
Right.
So in Eugenie just means like it's a dog death war. There's
Right.
no point to
No
this.
point.
So which is like pretty much all war.
Mm-hmm.
So I think, but so this is in Eugenie. So perfect timing.
Yay.
Death grew fat that day, more than 200,000 killed in the battle, the final campaign of World War II on Easter, caught between Japan and America. No choices for the Luchuan, country and culture both taken away. Battle of Okinawa for 82 days, in iron rain fell on 140,000, dying for nothing, dying a dog's death for a nation not their own. No one won that war. But Luchuans lost most, only to have their country traded like glass beads. Memories live on, printed in the genetics. Memories return.
Hmm.
Boy, you're like very cheerful, and I'm like, I should have probably chosen a different book.
Not at all. This is important stuff, and you've got an important message to get out there. And I'm looking forward to being one of the advanced readers on that. So,
Me too. I'm super, actually, I mean, no pressure, but I'm very excited to hear your opinion because we know each other so well.
we do. And I'm excited to kind of learn, kind of
Mm,
learn the atmosphere and the feel and everything like that, because it's not familiar. It's not a familiar. You don't hear it. That's why you're doing this. You know, it's
Hmm.
like most people don't have the awareness, and I have a bare bones awareness through you. But I think to fill it out,
Mm.
I'm looking forward to that. So yeah.
Yeah. It's yeah. Anyways, poetry.
Yeah. Well, I'm ready to wrap it up if you are. This is unprecedented. It's just life has begun to move quickly. And I think for you, it has been for well over a year, moving very
Hmm.
quickly.
Does
And
life move any other way?
mine has
It
been
seems like.
slow for, like, I have a history of slow living that whether I wanted it or not, there were times when I was like, I need to go get a job. And like, I just couldn't get arrested in that town. And then I ended up needing to homeschool my kid, which is kind of a slow moving thing. And so, and then, et cetera, art, poetry on from there. And now I'm a little more conventional at the moment. And it's exciting, and it's a different chapter, and it's good and useful. And it feels good for that reason. But I'm not accustomed to like if something comes up, like I need to get my heater fixed, I'm like, when am I supposed to do that? Oh, I just have to take an hour off work, which, yeah, okay. But
Yeah,
anyway, there's not all the time in the world that you'll still get paid for if you take off work. So,
that's
but
awesome.
anyway, yeah.
I like
But
your conventional, by the way, in your black lipstick and your black sweater, looking very hot poet. And she says conventional.
I feel I'm lousy at being conventional. It's a task, and
I
so
love it.
I probably am not entirely, but I do need to earn some dough and
Mhm.
eat my food. But in many ways, there are many opportunities for living the way that we love. So it's cool.
Yeah,
But we got Thanksgiving coming up here in the States, and so that's on Thursday, and your birthday's on Tuesday, so there's much to celebrate.
yeah.
Um, and yeah, go listen to podcast in A minor. It's not This episode's not out yet, but just keep
Go
checking.
find it.
Check
Go
in every
wait.
5 minutes. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
sit on the doorstep and wait. This is like
That's right.
practice for Black Friday.
Yes. Yes, we're doing you a favor. We're getting you
Mhm.
ready. And then while you're at Black Friday, it'll certainly be out. Like, just put in your little earbuds and listen to
Yeah,
me go on and on and on about pie. Who doesn't want to hear that? I mean, I'm going to share my tips and my anecdotes and
yeah.
make you so hungry if you're like me. Cause yeah,
So bring pie when you're listening to this, is what you're
that's right.
saying.
Ooh, that's going to show up somewhere. Very nice. Very nice. And so think of Angela, wish her a happy birthday through the miles, cross the miles and cross the seas, and go to angelauricosmith.com and go ahead and sign up to get an advance copy of your.
Yes, thank
Tell me the
you.
title again. Is it Jeannie
Oh, in Eugenie.
in Eugenie? Okay, goody. In Eugenie. I can picture that. If I picture that spelled a certain way, I'll remember it. It's weird.
Oh yeah. Well, it's
But
like, Shiba Inu. Inu means dog.
okay.
So
Oh,
in Eugenie.
in Eugenie.
So
Got it.
I'm gonna assume death is genie, maybe. I don't know.
Wow, isn't that an interesting word for death? Wow.
Not an expert
Word.
here. Not an expert.
Me neither, but I still like to think about it word
Yeah.
wise. So yeah.
Yeah.
Well, all right, Angela. Happy birthday coming up. Happy
Thank you.
Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Continue being a hot poet. You rock
And
it.
you. And
Thank
you.
you.
Well, like we have a choice, right?
Yeah. And it's
Fine.
it's summer here, so yeah, I am actually like, oh yeah, it is actually a little bit hot.
That's so bizarre. I cannot get my mind around that. It is cooled off here. I was talking about my heater broke, and you're like, well, yeah, but
Let me
yeah,
send some to you.
yeah. Well, I got my fireplace operational. This is my childhood home, and I don't think it's been operational since about 1985.
Oh
And
my
so
goodness.
it's
That
so
is
nice
awesome.
to have a fire again. But
Yeah.
yep. All right, Angela. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for reminding me about this
Oh,
thing that I
absolutely. Thanks
do.
for always doing this. Thanks for letting me plug my
Yes.
In Eugenie book, and yeah, and thanks just for being a friend. Pie or no pie on my doorstep. I value your friendship.
There would totally be a stack of pies on your doorstep if you were still in town, because that was always so much fun. Because I like to
Yeah.
bake, and then I have too much that I baked, and so it's always fun to share.
I pine for that, but
All righty. I know life and its chapters that make sense and don't make sense and make
yeah,
all the sense, but we just have to shift with the shifting tide.
roll with it.
Do it. Yes, we will. All right. Okay, that's that. Happy third Sunday. See you
Bye,
next
everybody.
time. Bye.